In some of my other videos, people said, hey, you should make this potion or this food buff. And I'm like, okay, I'll try it. Why not? So I went to Vivek City after Deshaun. You can see Vivek City. There's a big rock over it. I've cut a lot out of this video. But anyway, I'm going to go make a potion. Spell Power Cure, I think, and Salmon Millet. Solitude Salmon Millet Soup. I think that's the two. So I've never made this. I've never made really any potions before. But I leveled up potion making for this character all the way to the max. And alchemy, well, not in every part of it, but in the parts where you make potion. So I'm using different ingredients to make this. I think it's water hyacinth, lady smock, and corn flour. And I'm going to end up making a potion with it. And when I went to look for corn flour, I typed in corn flour all as one word. Do not do that. You have to type corn space flour. So here's your 4 ingredients, and they're not hard to find. I had 3 of them already. I just need to buy corn flour, and it wasn't all that expensive. It's not real cheap either. But I bought some, and I made this particular thing, and then I realized I needed to put another point or two in how many potions I could make. Because you could put a skill point in there where you can make more potions each time you make a potion. So I cut that part out and I make more potions. I'm going to put a whole bunch on my healer and see if that helps them to heal better, to have more magicka. This is supposed to be good for people that need more magicka, and so if this helps you, then go make some of this stuff. Yeah, it's lady smock water. So I used the best water I had, and then water hyacinth and corn flour, and those are the ingredients for this particular spell. So you should be able to craft a few of them. I'm crafting a bunch, and then I realize I'm only crafting one at a time. So then I come back and I craft more of them, and this time I can make more. Like it makes, when it makes one, it makes 3 or 4 more at the same time. Makes sense. You'll be able to make potions quicker. You won't use as much materials, and it's all good. Not doing a whole lot with guilds. I've kind of had to learn to do things on my own. One of them is make my own food buffs, and I think a lot of people do that. You just make your own food buffs, you make your own potions. Having put these videos out now, people have shown me how to make better potions, and potions I never even thought about, and food buffs as well. Like this one, Solitude Salmon Millet Soup, which buffs up both your health and your magicka, which looks really good. So if you haven't made this, you shouldn't. I didn't have any millet, so I went and bought millet. Now, millet is cheap. I see it all over the place, but I never do pick it up all the time. I always pick it up flour. But I picked this up as well. Now, I'm going to go do some scrying. And, gosh, it just kills me. But I want to get scrying done. Now, this is my companion, Mary, and I put her in Fire Drake costume. And then I dyed it just random until I got it to look just silvery shiny all over. I like it. It's a costume I picked up doing a quest. I think. I forgot. I have no idea. I don't remember. So now I've gone to the Artaeum. You'll see it on my map. And I'm scrying. And I've got it up now to level 6. I'm working to get to level 7. I'll tell you the whole reason I'm doing this. There's this ring called the Oaken Soul. And it's in... I think I read something about you can find it at the Vents in High Isle as a lead. If anybody thinks I probably don't even know what I'm talking about, but these are some things I've read. And so yeah, I have to get up to where I can search for gold leads. And I can't even hardly do a purple one. Let's just say I don't do purple ones at all well. I can do blue, I can do green, but I'm level 6. I want to level up the rest of these scrying skills that I have. So you're watching me run around here, and I'm gonna and listen. It took me a while to figure out how to do that antiquarian eye. You have to like go to your tools, and then you have to slot it in a toolbar. Okay, so I wouldn't try to find these without using the antiquarian eye for a while. That was crazy, and I actually found them, but it just took a long, long time. Use that eye, go in the direction it tells you to go in, and if you mess up a lead, pull it back up. It'll send you to another place. Okay, it's just as much as you want to put up with it. There you go. There's the island where I'm at. It's I got it with the SigiQuest was when I bought the Somerset DLC. And there's other places you can do this scrying at besides this. I was going to take Mary along, but this guy needs more experience. I first started doing this in some other places, and so I had him get some experience. He's just tagging along. I really don't even need him here. Maybe he'll fight some mud crabs. I'm going to try not to pick a fight with him. But yeah, basically you just ride around and find these places to dig. Sometimes they'll have little sparkles coming up out of them, and that helps them be easier to find. And sometimes there's no sparkles at all, and you'll just walk right over it. So it's kind of inconsistent. See, there's little sparkles coming up above this one. So when I'm down here checking for it, this is one. I think you have to dig only where it's got the rocks at. You can't do where the other part. So I do yellow, yellow, yellow. Wherever I go yellow, I go more in that direction. And now there's green. I found it. So I'm going to dig that out. So wherever I find green, that's where I need to dig it out at. So here we are. We're digging all this out. Yep. We got us a blue one. That's going to move us up a tiny bit. Now I used an experience scroll on this to help boost the points. You might want to, I don't even know if that actually works. But I figure why not give it a try. It's just long and takes a while. As you get better at scrying, you'll be able to see how I can move these out like snowflakes. Your L1 button at the top, you flick it around when you're on there and it'll change it. This is for PlayStation. And then yeah, that'll give you an idea. It'll make the shape change. You only get so many of those, so use them carefully. Now we're going to another location, so I'm just going to as many of them as I can stand to do. I'm not big on scrying, but I do want to get that ring, and so if I have to scry in order to get some good stuff, I'll do it. I'd rather be running dungeons. But I'm going to do this and see if I can, and maybe you're like me on this, you're just going to have to slog your way through it. I don't have anything special put on my horse to make me go faster, but this is a very small island. And there's only a very small part of it can be used for a scrying. So it's not that bad. So right here's another one. So I can get to one after another, and I'm doing green and blues. And I even do a purple one, but I'm really not good with those. I'm not good with any of them, but I am slowly leveling up. This to me is kind of like running the Dolmen runs, in that it can get a little on the tedious side. I mean, some people probably love it, hunting treasure. If you do, then you like this. That's great. I'm not, and that's your own. That's my own personal opinion on it. So don't uh, be offended if you really like scrying. Now I kill that deer because I know I can make a food buff using game. There are several, so I want to go ahead and get that. I just didn't kill it because it's just there. See, now I can expand these out and get a. That's what you want to do. You want to be able to not just try to go directly to it, but get that snowflake to expand out with different shapes. I mean, this is kind of the funnest part of the whole thing. The not so fun parts is the riding over a cliff. And I'm here because I don't have to fight monsters while I'm trying to find the thing I'm trying to find. Now I know later I will, and I'll probably bring Mary because Mary's my most highest level companion since I've had her the longest. I even bought her those scrolls that level up different skill levels. When there was an event going on, I used my event tickets to do that. So she's pretty high leveled up. This little lizard man guy, he's not leveled up at all. But if I have him hang out with me long enough, he'll level up pretty good. And I don't even think I went and got a Xander for this one yet. And if I do, I'll have to level him up as well. You know, take him on some missions. But I have 12 different characters, so with all of them taking different ones on missions, that should do it. I have all the companions, and I'm not saying that. I wanted to collect them. Here we are. Here's another one, and you see how those are yellow? There's a green. Boom, you're done. So you can get lucky, and a lot of times I don't, but I had some luck today on this, and so see, you just dig out, and then after I dig that out, I don't know where the extra treasure is, but I got it that time. I usually dig around the treasure chest itself, and then that helps me to find it if it's there. I'm just showing you this to give you some ideas. And see, look how horrible I am at this game. I randomly hit buttons sometimes. But I'm using healer right now on this. I've got on the back bar. I use it, not that I ever take these guys in as healers, but I want to make sure I don't have anything like when I'm in town that can kill things. And if I do need to heal myself, and I'm in a dungeon, like Castle Thorn, and there's no healer, this will come in handy having a back bar with some healing skills. Because sometimes you get in some dungeons, that's not the only one, even in normal, and there are no healers. I mean, they're not healing anybody. They're not even trying to heal. They're the definition of fake healers. So yeah, I do want to get the Oaken Soul Ring, back to that, so that's the prize. And I'll get other prizes too by being able to scry. So it's just a long slog to get this thing leveled up to where it can be worth anything. And I think coming here's probably the best way to do it. If somebody, I've seen people get the dig site before I get there. You just go to the next one. I'm not having any trouble today. I'm using that antiquarian eye that it's in tools, and you have to, of course, you know, you do have to get the quest so you can have all this stuff to do it. So you want to go get the scrying quest. I'm not going to go from the very start of that and show you, because you can go look that up, how to get started with it. I'm just showing you some scrying that I'm doing here, and my strategy for doing it. If you notice, I go start in the center, and if I get a yellow, I go more yellow in that direction. See, that didn't go yellow, so I'm going to go away from it. And this is going yellow. I must be all around it. That's too far. There's yellow. And too far. Okay, I think I've run out of, so I'm going to dig. And there it is. It's right in the middle of all that yellow. That's has to be there because yellow's all around it. See, and I even got the bonus. Now, like I said, I've got a experience scroll on right now, and I hope that's doing some good. So I'm doing green, and then it gives me a blue, and then I do another blue. I get the blue, then I do a green, and it gives me another blue, and I just go around doing these things. And I think I even do a purple one here at the very end. But I'm at level 6, so I could make this part work a little bit better. So I think you've seen enough of this. I hope you have. I'm going to show you where I do a purple one here. So hang on. So I'm level 6, and I'm going to go try to do a purple one. I've tried some other purple ones today, and I had no luck at all. But I had luck on this one. Seems like my auger can't dig down through the dirt. Maybe I have to clear away some of the dirt, and then my auger can dig down through the dirt. I don't have a clue. If anybody knows how to get that to work, let me know in the comments. But I actually do get this one. Some of it's just luck. Now, if you don't get it, you can try it again and again and again. It'll keep giving you more directions to go to. It's just I'm not level 7 yet, and I don't have, I guess, not enough in the passives to make this work the right way to make it easier for this. So that's the way it goes. This is going to be, there it is. Now there's no sparkles on this pile. I like the sparkles, but this one doesn't have it. Now it's got these little vents that are doing, they're shooting up stuff like gas, and oh, see, and my auger doesn't dig through this. What do you do? I'm hoping my auger will work when I get higher level. So anyway, I have this feeling, this gut feeling that there's treasure up there. But there's not, so I dig up there and there's nothing. So I'm going to dig a little bit here. Nothing. The chance of me finding this one is pretty incredible. I just have this gut feeling that it's further away from that. There's no basis for any of why I felt that. So I'm going to have to dig a little bit further down because the auger doesn't do anything. And it's yellow, so I know I'm close. It's yellow. So that's it. There's the treasure. And so I'm just digging the treasure out now. And I'm going to get a purple one this time. That's crazy. But this usually doesn't work this well. Anyway, that's great. I hope my experience scroll was still working. Hadn't run out. Probably did. Anyway, I need to do more of it. I'm not quite to level 7 yet. It's going to take a little bit more effort and fumble-fingered throwing energy orbs around. Anyway, I hope you've liked my video. I don't have the experience scroll, wasn't on then. You know, that's the way of it. That's my luck. I guess I'll just scry some more. Hope you enjoyed my video. Thank you for watching.